Hey, Rumble World Entertainment, and we gotta take a big talk here because recently we had the leak of Avengers Doomsday's first teaser trailer, but it doesn't stop there because the second teaser trailer has now leaked. But that's not all either, because the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer has leaked, and we still aren't stopping there because the Mandalorian and Grogu full trailer has leaked. And I think the big question now is, how and why are these happening? How have all these trailers leaked? Now, when it comes to the Marvel end of things, I'm going out on a limb here, but I'm saying they're leaking it themselves because they're putting it out so you get hype and then they're pulling them. The Mandalorian and Grogu could be the same thing. They could have put it out and then pulled it. The Spider-Man's interesting because Marvel may be the ones who want to put it out there and pull it, but that's a Sony movie, so it's weird. But the Spider-Man's one is weird because it's given people this idea of who Sadie Sink is playing. Now, we've already done a video about who apparently she's playing, that it seemingly is confirmed that she'll be Jean Grey, but because of the leaks and a line of dialogue she gives, they're saying no, she's going to play this villain, which doesn't make sense. But the question is, why and how are these trailers leaking? And the second Doomsday trailer that's leaked is in fact 4. So 4 apparently takes center stage for the next one. So we will break down some of the descriptions. So it's saying, according to the leaked descriptions, the trailer shows 4 alone in the woods, praying to Odin ahead of an impending battle. The moment is quiet and reflective, contrasting sharply with Thor's larger-than-life past appearances. Thor is said to be asking Odin to let him return safely to his daughter Love, last seen in Thor Love and Thunder. Not his daughter. I don't know why they're saying it's his daughter. Well, the girl who actually played Love in Love and Thunder was actually Chris Hemsworth's daughter, like his real-life daughter. But screenshots reportedly show Hemsworth in a forested setting, reinforcing the grounded, somber tone Marvel appears to be using for these character-focused teasers. Apparently Loki's in it as well, so I don't know. The Spider-Man one is the one everyone's kind of talking about now because they think it reveals Sadie Sink's character, and they're trying to say it's not Jean Grey because she delivers what they call a potentially villainous line of dialogue. And that dialogue is this: "You're a mess, Spider-Man. Don't get in my way, otherwise it won't just be your friends who don't remember who Peter Parker is." Now, that line of dialogue, the first question people are asking is, well, how does she know who Peter Parker is when Doctor Strange, of course, removed everybody's memory of who Peter Parker was? Now, they're trying to turn around and say she's not going to be Jean Grey. She's going to be playing the character Shifra, who is like this giant fly insect bug thing. That doesn't make sense. Jean Grey would make more sense, especially seeing as Jean Grey would have the powers to remember who Peter Parker is. That would make a hell of a lot more sense. It's simply that line of dialogue that is trying to make people say, oh no, she's clearly a villain, so she's not Jean Grey. Even though nothing about that line of dialogue would hint to this character of Shifra. So make what that you will. I don't know, but it's clearly she's going to be Jean Grey. It's come out too much now that that's who it is. But then, of course, the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer leaked online as well. And it's like, how are all of these trailers releasing? What is going on that these trailers are coming out way ahead of time? Like, keep in mind now, these teasers for Doomsday, this is a year out from the movie's release. A full year. And the fact that there's not 1, not 2, but 4 trailers for this, and so far we have 2 now confirmed to be leaked. Spider-Man Brand New Day is not coming out until what, the summer? I don't think it comes out until, like, is it May or something? I think I can't quite remember when it comes out. Does this article say when it comes out? I don't think it does. But it's like, this is weird. Like, these movies aren't exactly close to coming out, and yet all these trailers are leaking. How? And of course, Mandalorian and Grogu. Oh, there you go. The release date for Brand New Day, July. So we're not exactly anywhere close to that coming out. And then Mandalorian and Grogu, which comes out, I think that's actually May. That one's coming out in May. It's like, oh, so you've randomly had the trailer for this drop. This is also the third time the trailer for this movie has dropped, because after it was shown at Celebration in Japan, I believe it was, the trailer leaked. Then the teaser trailer leaked, and now the full trailer again has leaked. So that's 3 times the Mandalorian and Grogu's trailer has leaked. Avengers Doomsday, not 1 but 2 trailers have leaked. There's still 2 more trailers, which no doubt will probably leak. And then of course, Spider-Man Brand New Day. That's the most curious one, because that one, it's said to have leaked where it's incredibly grainy footage. You can barely see what's on the screen, and it's covered in watermarks. That it was very much a recording of a recording, if you like. That it's meant to be sent out to get viewed from people. I don't know what people, whether or not it's meant to be simply for not shareholders, but people within the studio to say, no, change it, fix that, move that there, could you add this or take that out, or whether it's that it's getting sent out to like shills, basically, you know, the media to have a look at, to form their thoughts and descriptions for the trailer before it drops. Don't know. I doubt it's that. I would assume it's for the studio to kind of look at it and say whether or not they like how it's structured and stuff like that. But it's the fact that that's a Sony movie. As much as people say the next Marvel movie, it's a Sony movie. So like whatever money it makes, Sony get the money. So how did that one leak? Because if Marvel themselves actually leaked that, that's quite bad, and that could ruin any further relationship with Sony. Sony could go, you guys leaked that trailer. Why did you do that? You know what? Screw you. You're not getting the character again. And they're in their right to do that. So the big question, of course, has to be asked, how are all these trailers leaking? And more importantly, why are they leaking? Are they leaking because people have got their hands on it and just want to put it out there? Because you can't show them. You cannot show them because you'll be struck with them. They'll be taken down. You can get hit with copyright strikes, everything like that. I actually saw, I don't know if many of you guys watched Grizzy, who does great coverage of shills, and he showed one of the shills did a clickbait video that they literally put up a thumbnail with the shock face and the picture of Avengers Doomsday and saying Avengers Doomsday trailer reaction. And of course people were jumping onto his channel thinking he was showing the trailer, and he wasn't. He was like, I got the he had the leaked trailer. He didn't show the trailer. He watched it and described what he was watching. That's what he did. Clickbait. But even he knew, I can't actually show this because we'll get screwed. But it's the likes of him, I think, is why these trailers are getting leaked. They want those reactions. They want the shills to immediately be going, oh, this is so fantastic. The irony is he was loving it and stuff. All the rest of them are turning against that first trailer because it brought Steve Rogers back, and they are having a meltdown saying, oh my god, they're sidelining Sam Wilson. Get buggered off with that crap. But it's incredible that these trailers are leaking. But why do you guys think it's leaking? Let me know, because we need to figure this out. Are they leaking it on purpose, or is it a genuine leak? Because how does that happen? Let me know. And with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So do like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.